Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to another chair yoga day. Sorry I can't be with you live, but hopefully this will be a wonderful class and you can enjoy it anytime you need it this week. So let's get started. Come on to your chair, place your feet on the floor, have them about hip width apart, maybe lift and lower the heels just to wake up the feet a little bit. And then place the feet down and start to rock yourself forward and back. Find that place where you're sitting up tall and you're balanced on those bony points. And then maybe rock side to side. Might scoot a little bit forward so you're away from the chair back. And then land where you're not leaning to one side or the other. Draw your belly in, lengthen through the spine. Draw your chin up and back, keeping it parallel with the floor. Your arms can either rest or your hands on your lap, or you can dangle the arms and maybe just swing them to get some tension out. You can squeeze the shoulders up and drop them down. And now let your gaze either look down or close the eyes completely. Feel what it is to stop, to breathe, relax, and feel what's here. To watch what happens breath by breath in the body, in the mind, in the emotional body. So we give ourselves this time to come into present moment, to take an inventory of what is so, and to ask ourselves what might be needed. Is there something I need to stop doing, to let go of, to release? Is there something that I want to do? Breathe more consciously. Be kind to myself. And let these thoughts become intentions for our time together today. Invite your hands to prayer at the heart. Set these intentions into your heart center, maybe pressing the thumbs gently against your sternum, lifting your sternum at the touch of the thumbs. And then sealing these intentions with the sound of Om. Inhaling. And let the eyes flutter open. Send the arms forward. And on an inhale, let's open the arms out. Exhale, bring them back. Inhale and open. Exhale, close. Inhale, open. Exhale, close. If you want to add the feet, you can lift your heels as you open your arms, lower the heels as you close. Inhaling and exhaling. Next time that the arms come out, hold them out here and maybe just pulse back slightly. Really feeling you can straighten them. Good. Turn one set of fingers pointed forward, one set pointed back, and then flip and change the direction of the hands and flip again. And just do that a few times. It's like me and my shadow here today. Great. Now turn the palms to face down. Do the same thing. Flex one set of fingers down, one set of fingers up, and reverse it. Might have the heels still up and feel the calves working. Might start to really feel a little bit burn in there. Bring your hands to stillness, float them down, float the heels to the floor. And maybe take a little rock forward and back again. And a circle to release any holding in your back or your hips. And make sure you go in both directions. Nice. And maybe take a little cat and cow, tilting and looking up, tucking, rounding, looking down. Remember, if there's any issues with the bones, to limit the rounding and to not drop the head. Nice. Now we'll sit up tall and start to get into these legs. So if you would, send this right foot forward, point and flex the toes. Notice any cracks or popples, crackles or pops. And then rotate the foot and ankle around one way and then the other. Right. You can swing this leg in and out. You can bend the knee and swing just the low leg in and out and maybe circle that leg. Feel free to have the toes swirling on the floor or to raise the leg up just slightly and make sure you take it in both directions. Good. Now, if you're able to, we're going to cross this ankle onto your other thigh. For some of us, this is a reasonable pose to do. For some of us, a little harder. So if your ankle, if this leg doesn't go up quite so high, you can straighten your left leg and place the ankle on your shin, or you can place the outer ridge of your foot on the floor or on a prop, or you can bring a chair over. I have a good deal of flexibility. Sometimes I'll bring it onto this chair seat, but you can put a second chair in front of you and put it out in front or down on some props. Try to sit up tall and feel this opening in the hip area. You can press gently on the inside of your right knee. If you want a little more stretch, you can hinge forward. Could even place elbows on this leg or forearms on this leg. If you're not crossed over, but you're in one of these other positions, maybe with your foot on the floor, it can be a lean forward with your forearm on this leg on the left side and pressing the inside of your knee on the right side with your right hand. So hopefully we feel some kind of stretch through that hip. You need to do just a little side to side wiggle or rock. Sometimes that makes it easier to hold. You can go a little deeper or back off. When you're ready, uncross that leg from wherever it is and bring it down. And then let's scoot over towards this right side of the chair and turn this leg out and your toes up. And we'll take a stretch through the back of the leg. You can plant your hand down and reach up and over. One of my favorite chair stretches. It's a version of side angle pose. Feel free to flex your wrist and have your palm pressing up towards the ceiling at an angle or over to the wall. Just a big juicy stretch. And then float your arm down on that right side. Glide it, right? Could be on your thigh, near the knee, or even down to your shin. And the back hand can either rest at your side, be reaching out to the side, or reaching up. And the more we keep those toes pointed up, the more we're going to feel that stretch through the back of the leg. And then we'll sit up tall, bring your hand down, bring this leg in, and come back to the center of your chair. Do you notice a difference between the right leg and the left, the right side and the left side. So let's take all of that over on this second side. So we'll send this left foot forward and up, point and flex the toes. Feel free to hold under the leg if that gives it support, or lower the leg if you need to do it closer to the ground. And then take those little rotations. Notice if there's crackles and pops or popples and cracks on this second side. Now we'll take that outer, oh, actually, let's do a little bending and straightening. Almost forgot that part. And then slide the leg back and forth. Could be down on the ground or out in front of you. You can bend the knee and swing it side to side, and then take those circles. Just be careful not to hit one of the chair legs with your heel, and then go the other way. Good. Now, either take this outside ridge to the floor, to some props, right? So I've got this yummy stack of blankets, so I could make these a little higher, right? Or if you have a pillow at home, and I could put my foot here, press into the inside of the left knee. If you can get it up to your chair, to a second chair, or to your ankle, when we bring it up higher, there will probably be a deeper stretch in this hip. But if it's too much, choose one of the other options. You can start by just lengthening through the spine, breathing into this strong sensation. And when you're ready, tuck your chin, hinge forward, and hold here. The more we can relax the jaw, the more we'll relax the hip. They actually are connected right in our lumbar spine. I sometimes love this little stack of the forearms, or if you want to support your head and your hands, you can rest your chin and have your elbows down here. You need to come back and up a little bit, feel free. Know that you can always come out. You can also stay longer if you're really enjoying this stretch. Just because I give the cue doesn't mean you have to follow it if your body needs a little more time here. All right, so I'm going to come back and start to press up, sitting up tall, taking this leg out, maybe giving it a little squeeze in, and then bringing the foot to the floor and scooting over to the left side of the chair. Extend your leg out and turn the toes up. Often we have the toes forward, but let's try it this way with the heel down, toes up. Spine is long. And your right hand can rest on your thigh or on the chair seat. Left arm can come up. So we find length reaching up and then reaching over. You can draw your shoulder down. If you need to have your elbow bent or your arm out or down instead, feel free to do that. But keep flexing those toes so we get that nice stretch through the back of the leg, a little bit through the inside of the leg. If you are reaching your arm up, might want to flex at the wrist, spread the fingers, roll your chest up, and then sit up tall. Float this arm out and down, land it on the leg, and take your right arm out and up, and we'll glide down. If you want to come into it, in and out of it, you can come over and back a couple of times. And then come into wherever you can get to and hold, whether your hand's on your thigh, your knee, your shin, right? If you're really, really flexible, you might even be touching your toes. I'm not going to go there today. Look up again. Breathe, relax. Feel what's happening in your body. Float your arm down. Maybe use this left hand to help bring this leg in. And come back to the center of your seat. Can hug the right knee in and then hug the left knee in. I'm going to move these blankets out of the way. And then let's do just a little alternate side tapping. So we'll touch right hand to left knee and lift that foot if you can and bring it down, twist and lift the right leg, left hand coming to touch it. And just do that a few times so that we're twisting at the waist. We're working the legs. We're turning our gaze. Good. Next time that you're touching your right hand to the left leg, maybe extend that leg and press into your outer thigh. You could bring your arm around the back of the chair or let it rest at your side. Turn your head to look over that left shoulder. Turn the head to look over the right shoulder. Turn one more time to the other side. Bend your knee, foot to the floor. Untwist. And we'll take a forward fold, reaching the body forward. Hands can rest on your knees or slide down and rest on the top of your feet or on the floor outside the feet. Feel free to drop your head and give it a little shake, side to side. Breathe into the back body. And then press into your feet, lengthen through your spine, start to lift your head and torso up. Bring your hands onto your knees if they're not already there, and we'll rise up. Let's do that little alternate touching. Right, try to draw in right below the belly button. And the next time that your left hand is touching your right knee, see if you can stay there. If you can hold your leg out. You can either bring your arm around the back of the chair or just press your right arm into the chair back or the side of the chair. If you need to bend this knee or put the foot down, you can always do that. And turn your head looking to the shoulder that's behind you, your right shoulder, turning and looking to the left shoulder. And just once or twice more side to side. And then bend your knee, bring the foot to the floor, untwist. And we'll take another forward fold. If you want to do a standing forward fold, you can come up out of the chair, bring forearms to the chair seat, bend your knees, maybe rest your head after you stack your hands into two fists. Feel free to bend and straighten the knees here, or just keep them bent. Might rock your head side to side. Feel the body filling up and letting go. Notice what happens as you stay here. When you're ready, start to lift your head. Press your hands down either into the chair seat if you're standing or your legs if you're sitting, and come up either to a nice tall stance or to sitting up nice and tall. Good. And then let's just take a little wiggle of these fingers, a little rolling of the wrists, and then go the other way. Excellent. And let's press the hands together, press your feet down, and just hold very firmly here. Feel your arms working as they press against each other. Feel your feet pressing down into the floor. Excellent. And then soften and turn your palms forward. We'll draw our elbows down and back, and then press the hands forward. Draw the elbows down and back, and then press your hands forward. We're spreading the fingers. Let's do it 3 more times. Take it down and back, and then press it forward. Inhaling as they come back, exhaling as you press forward. Inhaling back. Exhale, press forward. One more time. Great. Now, make a fist and just rev your motorcycle. So we're just going to take the wrists up and down. Good. And then come to the midpoint and take them right and center, left and center, right, center, left, center. One more time, right, center, left, center. And now send your fingers out. Keep them together. Draw your belly in, press down. We're going to do that same thing. Might want to draw your shoulders back. We'll take the fingers right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. Feel what's happening in your upper back, in your arms. Good. One more time. All right, last one. We're going to separate the fingers and claw them. We'll do that in a minute. So again, we're drawing those shoulders back and taking the claws right, center, left, center, right, center, left, center. 2 more times. Last round, right, center, left, center. Good. And now lift them up and we'll squeeze the fists tight, squeeze your shoulders tight, squeeze your face tight. On an exhale, open your hands, drop the shoulders, and stick out your tongue, bulge your eyes. Lion's breath. Squeeze it in tight, fists, shoulders, face. Exhale, open the eyes and roar. Stretch your hands. 2 more. 1 more, squeeze it tight. And then let it go. Excellent. So looking up, bring your lower lip up over your upper lip. And when you do that, feel the stretch under your chin and in through the front of your neck. Let it go. And then bring it up. And let it go. 2 more. Lift it up. And let it go. Last one. And let it go. Keeping your gaze upward, turn your head to the left. Inhale through your nose. Pucker your lips and exhale. Try to push your lips forward so you feel a little stretch through your jaw and your face. A little face yoga. Inhale. Exhale, pucker and blow. Strong as you can. 2 more. One more time. Inhale. Relax the face and lips. Exhale, pucker and push. Push your chin forward. And release. Keep your gaze lifted and look over to the right. Same lift. Inhale through your nose. Exhale, pucker. Send your chin and your lips forward. Inhale, relax. Exhale, pucker. Inhale. Smile, exhale, pucker. Last time, inhale, smile. Exhale, pucker. And then release. Turn your head back to center. Give a little squeeze to release any tension. All right, you can come across here and squeeze right at the top of the shoulder. Maybe squeeze down the arm and through the hands. And then do the other side. We'll come down and squeeze up here, right? The right hand squeezing in that space around the left neck, left side of the neck, the left shoulder. Can squeeze at the top of the arm and down the arm, all the way squeezing the hands. Coming back up, giving that little squeeze around the upper arm, shoulder, and then right in that space between the neck and the shoulder. Get into that upper back, maybe dig your fingers, claw your fingers in a little bit. We're clawing a lot today, like the big cats. Good. And now come forward just a little bit. We're going to do one last opening. So if you could, separate your knees and bring the soles of your feet together. If you have that chair or the stack of props, you can bring those back and do it here. And your choice, you can lean back in your chair or you can sit up nice and tall and do a little press. You could even lean forward if you want. So your choice to just be upright and feel this opening, nice big diamond here. If you want a slightly more active pose, you could send the legs out and lift those toes like we did earlier and come forward. Hands could rest on your thighs or on your props for a seated wide-legged fold. But for a lot of us, just sitting up nice and tall might feel great, and having the feet towards each other, right? And you can alternate. You can take this one for a few breaths, lean forward, come back up, and then maybe take the legs long and wide, heels to the ground, toes up, and maybe hinge forward. Right, so I'm doing a little mobile version. If one of these is really working for you, if it just feels really good to stay here, know that you can just stay in the one that feels terrific for your body. You want to do a little massage of your jaw, riding the hands up and down from the chin up towards the ears and back down again. Feel free. And you can do a little sweep down the nose and out across the cheekbones. Might continue down the jawline. Right? Or if you like leaning forward, you might just hold here. A little harder to massage the face if you're leaning forward. When you're ready, if you are forward, start to bring yourself back up and to set yourself up for rest pose. So that might be sitting up tall in a meditation position, either hands on your lap or in prayer. Could also be leaning back in your chair, propping your legs up. Remember that you want to be warm enough, so if you need a blanket over your shoulders or over your lap, that can be very nice. Remember that if you want a little support of your neck, you can make a nice big blanket roll or get an airline pillow. And bring that roll right around the back of the neck. Give it a little tug. so that the head can drop back and this blanket will catch it and support it. If you keep tugging down, you'll have a little more support. Or sometimes I do a little crisscross at the heart. So play with what feels best to you. I kind of like this holding down today. If you have it in place, you could relax your hands on your lap. And if you'd rather move to a comfy chair, to a bed or couch or the floor, somewhere where you can stretch out horizontal, do that. And know that these last minutes of class are all about finding a place to relax. So as you get comfy and you remove glasses, and you know that you're warm enough, let your focus come back to breathing. Feel that sense of the body filling up as you breathe in and letting go as you breathe out. Notice that rhythm. Notice if the breath has a pause at any point or gets caught in any way. See if you can let it be very smooth and quiet and continuous. Soft, slow inhales, soft, slow exhales. And each breath is an opportunity to relax just a little bit more, to let the shoulders drop down, to let the arms be a little heavier and softer, to let the hands and fingers be soft and open, to relax that head and neck against the neck roll if you have one, or against the floor if you're resting. Or if you're upright in the chair, maybe it's just letting the head balance very gently and easefully on top of your spinal column. Each breath creating length and nourishing the discs that are in between each vertebra in the spine. As we let the breath get deeper and slower, we're nourishing all the organs and systems inside of us as well. Scan the body and see if there's any place resisting relaxation. Soften the feet and toes and the legs, the hips, the low back. Maybe give the body just a little gentle wiggle or shimmy. And settle down even deeper and stiller than you were a moment ago. Each breath making you just a little softer and more relaxed. calming, resting, breathing. I lay my burdens down, calming, resting, breathing. I lay my burdens down, calming, resting, breathing. I lay my burdens down. I lay my burdens down. Notice the sound of the bowl. And if you want or need more rest, you don't have to move a muscle. You can stay and rest here as long as you like. And if you do feel ready to complete your practice, let your breath start to deepen. Maybe sigh out an audible exhale. Start to wiggle fingers and toes. Maybe roll the wrists or the ankles. Rock your head side to side. Invite yawns or stretches that would feel good right now, or any kind of movement that lets the body know you're coming back and waking up. If you're lying on your back or your side, roll to the side and press yourself up to sitting. And if you're in your chair, let your feet come to the floor. Let your spine be long, sitting up tall, and bring your hands together just as we did at the start of class. Remember those intentions, and then see if they are ones you want to carry with you through your day or your evening. And when you're ready, let's seal our practice with the sound of Om. Inhaling. Aum. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Om, peace, peace, peace. Bow to your own heart and honor the peace that is there at our truest nature. Lift your gaze and we'll honor each other. Thank you. Namaste. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And I look forward to seeing you all soon. If you have questions, comments, if you like the class, do let me know. And I will see you soon live, if not even in person, but at least live. But so grateful to be with you all in whatever way we can do this. Thanks. Take care.